पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो be happy. श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. When the knowledge is assimilated properly, then it gets manifested in the form of experience. For that, there are three stages through which a seeker has to go. In the grosser way, what we call Bahiranga sadhana, external disciplining, and second is Antaranga sadhana, internal disciplining. External is first dharma. We should live our life in such a manner that we do not end up in creating regrets and guilt in our life. That is the Dharma Shastra. How do we do that? So whatever is our obligation, we fulfill that obligation. That is Dharma Shastra. It is brought to us through tradition. See? How our elders lived, how we have to live our life in this manner, step by step, it comes to us. Then the second one is to rise above this, is the Upasana Shastra, wherein we go to the temple, spend some time with the Lord, maybe for a selfish purpose, doesn't matter. But we start recognizing something higher than us. This is one of the most important things in one's life. We must have an altar of reverence in our life. Before whom or before what, we have no arguments and no logic. Intellectuals suffer because of this. For everything they have got a question. And the funny part is, they expect others should reply their question. You find out. See? And therefore, we must have the second instrument in our life is the Shraddha or blind faith. There are many people who always say, we don't have blind faith. They have not understood the meaning of faith. Faith is required in the field of ignorance. When we do not know, then we ask somebody and that somebody tells. And if we don't have faith in that body, we will not proceed further. See? Therefore, the faith is the one with which we enter the path of devotion. This is the external thing. And in that devotion, then we tie ourselves down with certain discipline. Like now, Shravan Mas is going on. Now we have to have some discipline. And discipline, when it is done as a duty, it is a bondage. When it is done as a surrender, it is a freedom. So for example, on Mondays, Shravan Mas, people observe fast. Now those who are observing on their own, they don't suffer. They think about something higher. So this is the second part of our external practice. See? Then the third thing comes. That is we spend some time with ourselves. See? Never justify being miserable. Never have any expectation from anybody. Lead a simple life. These three things are Bahiranga sadhana, external disciplining. After this is done, then we enter in our own heart, in our own mind. There, the discipline is called as inner discipline or antaranga sadhana. Antaranga sadhana is we start working on our own mind. So far, we were working outside. Now we have to start working on our own mind. Friends, the day we take this step in our life, we are working on our mind. It is our rebirth. A seeker is born. And the seeker never dies. This knowledge is inherited from life to life. Therefore, the most important step to come to study Upanishad is this. Only those who are ready and capable of working on their mind, for them this Kathopanishad is meant. And those who are only intellectuals, they have got questions. How can Nachiket go to the Lord Death, whether he has gone by the gross body or the subtle body? How he has gone there? And what was the flight he has taken? All these questions are clearly indicating this guy is good for nothing. See? Therefore, we have to, first of all, listen, Shravan. Shravan is for what? I don't know. Then you know. Go and listen. See? So first step is Shravan. After we hear, in one go, we don't catch. Because our mind is so conditioned that we will not be able to get the import of the statement, what we call the moral of the story. The scriptural knowledge is given in a different language. Like principles are told through some stories. In that story, some animals or some characters are brought. There was a fox and there was a crow and this happened, that happened. And if a question comes in our mind, but how did the fox talk to the crow and how the crow understood his language? If he asks this question, he is either a fox or a crow. See, friends, therefore, with steady way, we slowly go ahead. So Shravan, and Shravan is done, listening is done with faith. See? Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparaha sayyatendriyaha. He who doesn't have faith, he can never accept, and then he can never get the knowledge. So first, we hear with faith, Shravan, because we don't know. Then that knowledge is carrying a lot of doubts and questions. How it is possible, how that is possible. So we have to reflect on what we have heard. That is called as mananam. This is antaranga sadhana. Now if we understand this point, we keep on talking to ourselves. See, I was coming and it was getting so late, but I told my driver, but he doesn't understand it. Instead of that, if we start reflecting what we have heard, under no condition we can justify ourselves to be a body. This is what we have heard. Okay. We cannot be the body. Now, how do we practice it? So we go through the immigration. And the immigration officer asks question, what is your name? Nama Rupa Mithya. Names and forms are illusions. What is your date of birth? Ajopi san navyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san. I am unborn indeed. Where do you want to go? Where I am not. So what he will do? Pagal khane mein bhejo. See friends, we have to understand clearly what is the import. So when we are told that under no condition you can be the body, we have seen the earlier mantra. The Atmanam Ratinam Vidhi Shariram Rasamevatu Indriyani Hayanahu Vishayanteshu Gocharan Atmendriya Manoyuktam Mokta Iti Ahur Manishinaha. This we have seen. Now, when this is said, now we start working on it. Then, who is this I? See? Body never says, I am I. No experience happens to the body. All experiences happen only to the mind. Therefore, when a person is in coma, not identified with the body, that time he doesn't suffer. Because he is not identified with the body. So this is the data we have. Now if we are suffering, then what is the conclusion? We are suffering only after body identification. Then we suffer at two levels. With reference to body, possessions, health. And with reference to the same body, relations and problems. Now if we are playing this, that I can't be the body, then possessions and relations will be no issue in our life. So you work on it, find out what kind of thoughts we have. I want this, I want that, I don't want this, I don't want that. He is not good, she is not good. I expected so much that after marriage she will continue to love me, but after marriage it was deleted. I don't know what about it. Who can help us? Therefore, we have to play. What does it mean to be other than the body? We don't have to go anywhere. Analyze your experiences. Is it really that because of body I am, or because of me the body is? When we are not identified with the body as in the waking, then also we continue to exist. In the dream, this body is not with us. In the deep sleep, this body is not with us, but we continue to exist. So we don't have to believe it is our direct experience. And once you get a click of it, then you have really done mananam, reflection on what you have studied. So ignorance is removed by listening, shravanam. Doubts are removed by reflection. See? In Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, from the other Puran, the importance of Bhagavat is told. What it is called as Bhagavat Mahatmya. And there is a story that the Kathakar Gokarna, he gives the whole Bhagavat Katha, and that ghost, he is liberated after listening for 7 days. Others were not liberated. So this teacher asked a question to the God, how come only you are taking him to the Vaikuntha, why not others? They also heard. Then the Lord says, they heard and went to sleep. But this ghost, for 7 days, he heard, he reflected. He heard, he reflected. As a result, slowly, his knowledge became doubt-free. Friends, our knowledge is doubtful, not doubt-free. Then the third stage comes, Viparita Bhavana. I agree that the um, snake on the rope is an illusion. But then the question comes, where from the snake came? Did it come out from the rope? No. Did it come out from the eyes? No. Did it come out from the mind? No. Where from it came? Keep busy. See, friend, viparita bhavana, contrary experience to the knowledge. Knowledge is, I cannot be the body. Experience is, I cannot be without the body. See, this is the third stage. So, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan. Nididhyasan is, now we are working on this day and night. See, our Tulsidas, this Chaupai is very good to understand this point. He says, Kamihi nari piyari jimi, lobihi priya jimidam, timi raghunatha nirantara, priya lagahu mohiram. Like for a greedy person, wherever he or she goes, other than money, there is no other theme. In the same manner, Nididhyasan is, for the seeker of truth, the only goal of life is, be attentive, the only goal of life is, let the dormant divinity surface in our life. We don't have to become divine. Our divinity is covered by wrong notions. Wrong notions about ourselves, about the world, about God, about spiritual practice. When these wrong notions are removed, and they can be removed not by notion replacement. In all other paths except Upanishad or Vedanta, it is only the notion replacement. Earlier I was a non-vegetarian, but since I started coming to Babullah temple, I have given up eating non-vegetarian every day. Now I eat once in a while. So then I still maintain there. See, friends, earlier I used to go to the cinema halls and watch the cinema. Now I watch at home. What is the difference? We are only changing the definition of I. We have to dissolve the wrong notion by right understanding. See, my friends, therefore, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasanam. And this Nididhyasanam is like a greedy person doesn't think of money during office hours. If you want to understand Nididhyasana for a greedy person, take any government servant. See? On the table, above the table, below the table, around the table, behind the table, at home, yatra yatra manoyati, tatra tatra mani. See? What can a government servant dream? There should be 30 days holidays and 30 days paydays in a month. See? Therefore, the Nididhyasan, then such a seeker dives deep in his own experiences and be very attentive. And thereafter, you are left with no question. Now find out. About what you have no question. I have no question about you. See? We have no question about our being. That's all. Every question is about others. This is how the mind survives when otherness is taken as real. When the otherness or objectivity is dropped from the mind dissolves in consciousness. Ice without shape is water. Water with shape is ice. Okay? So, this reality Why it is not able to be recognized by everybody if it is so obvious? 12th mantra, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudhotmana prakashate दृश्यते त्वग्रया बुद्ध्याम सूक्ष्मया सूक्ष्मदर्शिभिः एष सर्वेषु भूतेषु गूढ़ोत्मान प्रकाशते. This truth is, any word you use, it is wrong. When we say gold permeates all the ornaments, ocean permeates all the waves, what does it mean? It means waves are real and ocean goes in that. When we say God is all pervading, that means space is real and there God is spread here and there. When we say the truth is beyond the impact of time, that means the time is there and that is not the right way. And therefore, Mauna Vyakya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam, that which is beyond the scope of speech is the truth. And therefore, those who are deeply involved in this practice of knowledge, they will not be chatterboxes. See? Once I was going from Mandra to Nerul. Amrita Mahima had come. So somebody came from there to pick me up. So he came and Swamiji, you have to come there. Okay. So I sat in the front seat. I normally sit in the front seat so I can reach earlier. Then there was nobody in behind. Then Teen Devi are always there. So Swamiji, we want to come. He is not my car, you ask him. No, he also can't say no. So instead of 2, 3, 4 of them sat. Aage piche, aage piche. And then poultry farm started. And naturally, aage piche, so their mouth was getting inside my inner ear. Finally, my head burst open. Then I said, hey, stop here. I got down. I said, you leave them and then I'll come. Swamiji, I said, no, I can't take any more. I have crossed my limit. See? If you are really abiding in the truth, you have nothing to talk. Just understand this. Like eyes can see others, they cannot see themselves. In the same manner, we talk about others. Therefore, although the truth is very much our essential nature, then what will be the understanding? Be attentive. The truth is the Brahman, the Paramatma, the Bhagavan is in me? No. I am in Bhagavan. See, ornaments don't have the gold. See? Ornaments are in the gold. Your whole understanding will change. Because what is an ornament? Name, form, gold. When the ornaments are melted, what happens to the gold? Nothing happens. That is the reality. Therefore, our vision must undergo change. What is our present vision? I am inside the body, you are outside the body. Samsara begins. When we are in deep sleep, this notion of inside, outside is redundant. And because there is no notion of inside, outside, there is no world. And therefore in deep sleep, where are we, when are we, what are we? And because we are nowhere, we are never, we are nobody, we are happy. Recognize, my friends, this wrong notion we have to get out. I'm inside the body and then papoham, papa karmaham. No. See? Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudhotmana prakashate. We are unable to recognize our own divinity. Then what is to be done? Drishyate tu agraya buddhya. But this truth can be revealed when we are able to see beyond the obvious. How to see beyond the obvious? One of my friend, he is a diamond merchant. Very, very big. In billions his work goes on. So, I told him, I asked him, I said, these diamond stones, what is great in this? See, even if I touch it, so what? Swamiji, do you know how much it is? I said, I don't know. Maybe 100, 200. Swamiji, this is $2 million. And he will, see, friends? And then I said, instead of doing, ultimately, what the jewelers do? They cheat the ladies, is it not? He said, yes. Because ladies, what they understand about diamond? They don't understand anything. Why a diamond? मुझे मारने वाली है. They don't understand. So why don't you do one thing? You start diamond cultivation. And he said, Swamiji, what you are telling is true. So he started diamond cultivation. Now he is making artificial diamond jewelry. And he said, now I am earning more than original diamond jewelry. See? He said, Swamiji, you should have been in business. You know how to earn money. See, friends, Drishyate agraya buddhya. If you are able to go beyond the obvious. What is the obvious? Obvious is, I am inside the body, the world is outside. Is it really true? See? External air, this point I had told number of times. Kindly catch it. External air, internal air. If their connection is cut by a kumbhak, how long to do kumbhak? Do for half an hour. Then what will happen? Next question will not come. Yad gatvana nivartante tad dhamma paramam. So, body is in the air is not in the body. Similarly, the mind is not in the body. The body is in the mind. If you can get this point. In deep sleep, individual mind merges in the total mind. And therefore, there is nobody. Ornament is what? Individual, name, form. When the ornament is melted, where the name and the form has gone? Nowhere. It was never there. It's just an appearance. In the same manner, whatever is known by us, it should be included in our mind, and that object is known by us inside us. So like this water bottle is outside, but knowledge is not happening there. Knowledge is happening here. So the mind is the same. And therefore, the body is in the mind is not in the body. This is exactly what happens. When we sleep, suppose this is the body and my hand is the mind. So as long as the mind is common for everyone, so as long as the mind is holding on to a particular body, it will have the impact of that shape. Be attentive. Mind cannot think without reference. Suppose I tell you, think about your husband and wife. Now stop, enough. Now think about your children or your parents. Stop. Now think about nothing. You require some reference. And what is the reference we have? Body. In the deep sleep, body reference is dropped. Because there is no reference, no thoughts. We are doing nothing. This is what Upanishad says, Drishyate tu agraya buddhya. Not concentrating, but remaining more and more aware. Agraya buddhya, then sukshmaya. Sukshma is going beyond the obvious. See? Like objects are in front, I am seeing the objects. Or you take your example. You see at the backdrop. Now what is your experience? You have gone away from yourself. Now drop that backdrop, see this camera stand. You have come little closer to yourself. Now see your own eyes. The seer disappears. So what is the Sukshma Buddhi? Let experiences happen, but let an experiencer be not born. How the experiencer is born? देखो सुनो बक बक करते रहो. So what is spiritual practice? देखो सुनो मत बोलो. When we comment, somebody is born. Like the mirror, reflects everything, rejects nothing. And why it retains nothing? Because it doesn't comment on anything. We have default settings. We have to comment on everything. This is Sukshma Buddhi, subtle one. Subtle one doesn't mean don't disturb, meditation going on, meditation is going on. कहाँ जा रहा है चौपाटी? Drishyate tu agraya sukshmaya and sukshmadarshibhi. Those who are able to perceive this, which is beyond the scope of logic. Karya karana mithya. This is the principle. See? Cause and effect is an illusion. And the truth is beyond cause and effect. And we want to know the truth through the cause and effect. And therefore we get caught up in our own mind. Therefore, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudhotmana prakashate drishyate tu agraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. We have to again and again drop all the objectivity and slowly we get out of these unwanted involvement in the world. This our happy mantra mala is not only music, but if you sincerely go in the depth of that, you will really get the experience of what is meant behind that mantra. See? How the world is created? Take your day-to-day experience. When we are coming from our place to this place, so many people we have seen, so many things we have seen. No impression is formed on the mind. But somewhere, something has happened, somebody met us, and hey, kaise ho, kya ho, impression is formed. Because we reacted. So, live in this world in the same manner as you listen to Vedanta. Vedanta makes no difference. In the same manner. See, suppose I tell you, you are divine. No, okay, you are Beokuf. How do you know? Everybody calls me that. You are accepting it. See, friends. Now we have to practice this. Next mantra tells, यच्छेद्वांग मनसी प्राज्ञा तद्यच्छेत् ज्ञान आत्मनि ज्ञानमात्मनि महति नियच्छेत् तद्यच्छेत् शांते आत्मनि. If you see our earlier mantra, there it was told, Indriyebhya parayartha arthebhyasya param manaha manasastu para buddhi buddhiratma mahan paraha mahataha param avyaktam avyaktat purusha paraha purushanna param kinchit sa kashta sa paragati. 8 steps were told. 8 of them. And they are subtler than subtler. Now here, those 8 steps are bypassed. What is said here? Yached Vang Manasi Prajna. Start directly from the speech. The day we start working on our mind, we are reborn. See? Earlier things are not even mentioned. Because those who are lost in the earlier thing, they are not qualified for this. See? Go and dum karo. That's enough. So, first, Yached Vang Manasi Prajnaha. The wise seeker should withdraw the speech in the mind. Tad Yached Jnana Atmani, Jnane Atmani. Now withdraw the mind in your intellect, meaning a seat of discrimination and wisdom. Then Jnana Atmani Mahati Niyached. Individual intellect must be dissolved in the total intellect. Mahati. So individuality disappears. And Tajachet Shante Atmani. So we are bypassing Avyakta or the Prakriti. This is the difference between all other paths and Vedanta. See? You must be reading, going through also. There are so many ways. I remember my last 7 lives. I was there, I was here, I was doing this thing, and in that life I came across a Mahatma, and that Mahatma told me, come and meet me below that tree. So when I went there I was told, in the last life you were so and so, and in this life you are born here. And this becomes such an enchanting theme. Then we start giving value, importance to all these experiences. See? Therefore, these are the step by step. Don't get lost in Prakriti. And therefore, if you see, so far we have not told you that when you sit for meditation and focus your attention on the tip of the nose. So, Amiji, tip of the nose, which tip? Because there are 3 tips. My nose have got 2 tips, and my wife also has got 1 nose, 1 tip. Which tip? Bhagavan Krishna knew this question. Therefore, in the 6th chapter he tells that Nasikagram Swam, at the tip of your own nose. Okay, I thought I had to call honey, come. What? I had to do meditation. Friends, it is not objective pursuit. See, therefore, first step, Yached Vang Manasi Prajna, we have to know what is the speech. Speech is reaction of the mind. See? While going somewhere yesterday or today, one small baby mosquito came and gave a nice bite here. I didn't realize that time. After some time, little bit of, scratching, scratching, scratching. By the time I reached my lecture place, there was a nice bump here. See? Reaction. So, reaction of the mind is speech. Now, how there was a bump on the skin? Because foreign body has entered. When we see the world, names and forms, that is the entry of the foreign body in the mind. And if we react in the form of comments. Beautiful, ugly, nice, very clean. Oh, lovely. The world is created. So, yached vang manasi pradnya, meaning dissolve your speech in the mind, meaning no comment, meaning dekho suno mat bolo. If you take this one takeaway, there will be tremendous change in our life. But we have to. There is an old habit. This is default settings. Like this example I gave you. We work by the body and we work on the body. Working by the body is getting our things done and earn money and survive. Working on the body, we do exercise, we do yoga, so that the body is kept healthy. In the same manner, what we have done to keep the mind healthy. See, friends, neither our parents taught us how to think, nor the teachers taught us how to think. I was in one of the this international yoga conference. There, when I told, grossified mind is speech. After that was over, few of them, Swamiji, please give us the references of books that you refer. I said, you are number one, you are number two. This is not in books, my friends. It is you are the source of all wisdom. Don't look outside. See, friends, it can happen only if we start working on our mind. And then you will come to know that whenever you are angry, you start biting the teeth, and then when you cannot hold anymore, burst it out. Therefore, mind reacts through speech. And therefore, how to work on the mind? Yachedvang manasi pradnya. Stop talking to yourself. Then what should we do? Tabla bajao. What should we do? And second thing, before we talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? How much we talk unnecessarily. If we control our talking habit, we are migrating from the speech to the mind. And mind is closer to us than the speech. Yachedvang manasi pradnya. And it is for this purpose, there are many techniques. First, recognize that thoughts are no problems. But the flow of thought is a problem. The flow of thought carries us along with the thoughts. And then we are displaced from where we should be to where we are. See, friends, therefore, to arrest this thought formation and the flow of thoughts, we have to know simple things. This is not in books. When the thoughts are pertaining to something finite, each finite thought breeds the next thought. See? Any finite you take. I had to go after the lecture, and I hope there is no rains. But sometimes the rains are coming today, but it is better it's not rain. I one by one thoughts. And here Brahman has gone, or Brahman gaya. See? Now, if you take the thought, Lord's name, Om Namah Shivaya, complete in itself. Therefore, chanting of the Lord's name is a technique by which you arrest the flow of thoughts. But we are not less. All the gods get confused. अरे किसको बुला रहा? मुझे नहीं बुला रहा. And if the Gujarati, JSK. You know JSK? Jai Shri Krishna. भगवान को भी WhatsApp भेज दिया. Therefore, when you are chanting the Lord's name, it will arrest unwanted talking, unwanted commenting. It will arrest the formation of the flow of thoughts. Yached vang manasi pradnya. This is the meaning. So, withdraw the speech in your mind. Then, tad yached jnane atmani. Now, withdraw the mind in the intellect. Now, what is the mind? Mind is a habitual expression. And what is the intellect? Intellect is a seat of wisdom and discrimination. What is discrimination? Is it necessary to talk or not? Not necessary. Don't talk. What is the mind? But everybody talking, continue talking. Don't justify. There are two options which come out of every situation. One option is we like it or we don't like it, therefore we do it or we don't do it. The second option is it is right or wrong, and therefore if it is right we will follow, if it is wrong we will not follow. Now out of these two paths, which is the path we are taking? See? If I get a black money, I will enjoy. But is it right? But I am not the only one taking, everybody takes, When we go to the temple, what we do? We are giving bribe only. Krishna do this thing, hallelujah. So whenever we justify the wrong things, we are going the wrong way. See? Therefore, tad yached jnane atmani. Lead your life on the foundation of wisdom. And what is the wisdom? Whatever we have done till date, look within yourself. Have you discovered fulfillment in your life? Nobody can answer this question. You have to answer to yourself. If you have discovered fulfillment, you have no regrets, no wounds of frustration on the mind. The misery born out of two conditions in the old age makes a person suffer. One is what should have been done was never done, and what should not have been done was done. Regrets of the right omissions and the wrong commissions. This is what is mentioned here. Now you find out. बालस्तावत् क्रीडासक्तः तरुणस्तावत् तरुणी रक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोपि न रक्तः. Is it a formality that we have to be born and die? No. We have come to a final stage of our evolution. As a human being, hereafter The next step is only the spiritual evolution. All other things are okay in their place. We don't have to get involved in that. If we really mean business on a spiritual path. See? I was somewhere in Rishikesh and met so many Mahatmas. So the same question, oh Maharaji, aiye. Where is your ashram? I don't have ashram. Who is your disciple? I don't have disciple. Who is your guru? Maharaji, aap hai mere. No, but you must have at least, one ashram somewhere. Maharaji, whose ashram is this thing? Maharaji, aapka hai. So then why should I have a second ashram? Let others do whatever they like. Focus attention on your evolution. We are not here to compare or comment on what others are doing. Our attention is on our spiritual evolution. See, friends. And what is the spiritual evolution? Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. When we open our eyes, we see so many things. Is it a gain for the eyes? When there are many people, is it a more gain? I have so many things to see. If all of you disappear, is it a loss? Gain and loss is the highest illusion. But then what the chartered accountants do? See? One person asked, what is the meaning of the CA? CA means, corruption authenticated. If there is some CA here, he will kill me. See, friends, yachet vang manasi pradnya, tad yachet jnane atmani, then jnana atmani mahati niyachet. So dissolve the individual I in the total I. See? This is exactly what happens when the sleep begins. Till the time, I want to go to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. The I is still the individual I. And ultimately, what is the last step? This I, individual I, who wanted to sleep, when he is also dropped, then the sleep begins, even in the satsanga. Therefore, those who sleep in satsang, I have got highest regards for them. Why, after the lecture is over, they come first. Swamiji, you are awesome. Why? I never get sleep. But when I come to satsang, you have got some, anesthetic talk. I am not just making stories. One person came from USA, he told me, Swamiji, I have been listening to you regularly and I have come to tell you this thing particular. What? Whenever I am tired and all that, I just start your MP3 and I don't know when I sleep. That day I discovered, people don't listen to me to awaken. See, friends. So, yachet, jnana atmani mahati niyachet. Now, what is the meaning of dissolving the individual I in the total I? This happens in the deep sleep. But you can't continue sleeping all the time. Then, it is here the path of devotion comes. That is also in our mantra. Jo thari rai, so mari rai. See? If you are a passenger in the car, the traffic rules are not applied on you. They are applied only on the driver. Who is a devotee? Jo thari rai, so mari rai. Oh Lord, thy will be done. Whatever happens in our life is his will. Let him suffer. You relax. Okay? Then it is his responsibility. Yaar, my devotee, how can he go to hell? Bring him here. See, friends. And therefore, a devotee can never be miserable. Every experience, every interaction in our life is a spiritual examination. And the answer for every question is, Jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Don't become smart. Remain dumb in life. हाँ पता नहीं वर. Therefore, Jnana Atmani Mahati Niyachet. Up to here is our journey. And Tad Yachet Shanti Atmani. From the Hiranyagarbha. Here Mahati Niyachet means the Hiranyagarbha. So, speech is withdrawn in the mind. Mind is under the shelter of the wisdom, individual, I. The individual I is surrendered at the feet of the total I, because whatever is happening is His will, not our will. Like whatever happens in our dream, the dream characters have no freedom. When the dream is over, will we ever bother to what happened to those people who were in the dream? No. In the same manner, this mega dream, when it is over, what we call the total pralaya, that time Brahmaji wakes up from the sleep. He will not bother. Where that Anubhavananda has gone? Kaun sa yaar? See? But we start carrying. See, friends, tad yachet shante atmani. So ultimately, we go back to our divine nature. This is the spiritual path. Now, here the teacher gives us, Upanishad gives us a warning. What is the warning? Uttishtata jagrata prapya varanni bodhata kshurasya dhara nishita duratyaya durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. Normally, what should have been said? One person told me this, Swamiji, there is something wrong in this presentation. How come? You can find out the mistakes in Upanishad. Dhanya hai. First we are out of the sleep and then we get out of the bed, is it not? Here it is said the other way around. Uttishtata, first get out of the bed and then get out of the sleep. Why? Getting out of the sleep is never a problem. Getting out of the bed is the problem. Upanishad knew that. Therefore, Uttishtata, khade ho jao. Then Jagrata. Know what for we are here. See? Therefore, again our Mahamantra, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Where are we? In Satsanga. When? During Satsanga. What should we be? Satsangi. If we remain here as Satsangi 100%, you are living in meditation. You are in tune with the divine will. Then you will not have any problem. Because you are fully available. Ishavasya Upanishad says, Kurvanne veha karmani jiji visheshatakam sama. Remain 100% every moment of your life. It is not live 100 years. What will you do living 100 years? Remain 100% every moment in life. Therefore, Uttishtata Jagrata. We come out of the sleep naturally. See? Like we go to the toilet. Is it the mummy's call and daddy's call? No, it is nature's call. In the same manner, we come out of the sleep naturally. We don't have to do anything. It will come out. Problem comes to get out of the bed. You know, the lag period between getting out of the sleep and getting out of the bed That lag period is the one wherein all our battery which was charged while being in tune with the divine gets totally discharged. Like our phone gets discharged, we get up, take the phone and WhatsApp. We start. And by the time the nature's call become unbearable, then the battery there is also completely discharged, and we are अब जी के क्या करेंगे, मरते भी नहीं. Every moment we must be inspired. Just don't live because we can't die. गम उठाने के लिए मैं तो मरो ना. Don't just live. Live to succeed. And you can succeed only if you are inspired in whatever you do. Inspired person is never tired. See? Perspired people are always tired. So, uttishtata jagrata. Then, what we have to wake up that this is our last chance of our life. Don't miss this thing. So many have come and gone. Sasyamiva martyaha pachyate sasyamiva jayate punaha. Nachiket tells his father, like the grass grows in every season of the year, and after some time it dies away. Is this the life? Or there is something more than this? See, friends. So, uttishtata jagrata, then prapya varanya bodhata. Then jagrata, and then what? Again go to sleep. No. Prapya varanya bodhita. You may do anything or not, doesn't matter. Do not compromise with your satsanga every day twice. Morning and evening. You may not take bath, anyway we never take. You may not go to temple, you may not do charity, you may not give dakshina, you may not do namaskar. Doesn't matter. But if you don't do satsanga, you are killing yourself. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. See, my friends. Therefore, prapya varan nibodhata. Varan, the great Mahatmas, go to satsanga. And nimodhata, come to discover your own self. Now, another important thing. But this path is not a crowded path. Kshurasya dhara nishita duratya. This path is by the one to the one, without becoming lonely in life. Kshurasya dhara, like the edge of a blade. It's not a crowd. Kshurasya dhara, nishita, very sharp, duratya, difficult to cross. See? What is difficult to cross? Drop the relativity and come to the absolute. Do you mean I should divorce my wife? No, you are not understood. Then don't take her seriously. That's it. Karnataka. The highest spiritual practice is Karnataka. But how to do that? Whatever you are doing now, same thing you do when you are with the world. Now, as if you are listening. Same thing. Therefore, Kshurasya dhara nishita duratya, very difficult to cross. Durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. All the wise people say it is not a path for any Tom, Dick and Harry. There is no reservation quota for the married people in realization. Many people tell us this thing. Swamiji, it is okay for you, you are a sannyasi, but we are married. Is it a qualification? I am married. See? Durgam pathastat kavayo. Yes, it is difficult. If you don't want, And what is the difficulty? Not to hold on to anything. Give up everything. And give up everything means what? Bhagavad Gita at the end. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuchaha. When Bhagavan says, give up everything, before you give up anything, find out what is yours. One friend came to me and said, Swamiji, I am fed up with my wife. I said, then divorce. No, I can't divorce. No, she earns everything. Then what should be done? I said, okay, I will divorce your wife. Can I divorce somebody else's wife? What is in this world that we have to give up? Starting from our own body. What is ours? See, friends, we are not aware how rich we are. See, vision we have. We are not even aware about it. But when the cataract comes and then you are not able to see, then you go to the doctor, then he does the operation and he gives the bill of 250,000 rupees. Itna paisa? See? Therefore, friends, Durgam Padastat Kavayo Vadanti, it is difficult only because we have not recognized the value and importance of this. We all have value and importance of money. Therefore, has anybody ever said that earning money is difficult, therefore I am not going to earn money? No, because we have value for that. In the same manner, when you will have value for the spiritual life, there will be no difficulties. Difficulties are those wherein we have not recognized the value of this thing. All other things are okay. How many are born and gone? Sasyamiva martyaha pachyate, sasyamiva jayate punah. Same thing. Durgam padastat kavayo vadanti. This path is difficult because we are not able to recognize the importance of this. See? Now this reality is revealed to us through this mantra. Ashabdam asparsham arupam avyayam. Tatha rasam nityam agandha vachayata. Anadyanantam mahatap param dhruvam. Nichayatan mrityu mukhat pramuchyate. First 5 things, Ashabda, Sparsha, Arupa, Arasam, Avyam, etc. Meaning what? It cannot be comprehended through your sense organs. Then, Nityam, it is beyond the presence and absence. And then, Anadi, Ananta, which has no beginning and no end. And Mahataha Param Dhruvam, and it is the ultimate and it is firm. It cannot be changed. Nichaya, nichod karna. When you wash your clothes, I don't know whether you wash or not, I wash. When we wash our clothes, we squeeze all the waters out. In the same manner, bring out the divinity that you are. Squeeze yourself all the unwanted things in this world. See? Nichaya. Then mrityu mukhat pramuchyate. Then you will come to discover objects are not required for the sense organs. Sense organs are not required for the mind. Mind is not required for I. And I is not required for me. In deep sleep, tatra mata amata bhavati, tatra pita apita bhavati. In deep sleep, no mother, no father. Is it necessary for a man to become a husband? No. Is it necessary for a man to become a father? No. This man is independent of everything. Exactly the same way, our being is independent of everything. Nichaya, squeeze it out. See? And when you squeeze out from the cloth after washing, you don't do it. Nothing should remain. Squeeze it out. Then mrityu mukhat pramuchyate. Then you are liberated from the catch of the death. And what is that? Death is an illusion. The day you will discover and accept it theoretically, you have done a great favor to yourself. Body never dies. Body gets disintegrated and goes back to the source. Mind never dies. The subtle body never dies, because subtle body or the mind is nothing but consciousness with a reference to something. Give up the references, mind dissolves in consciousness. See, friends. Absolute reality, nirvishesha satta, non-specific being. This non-specific being has infinite potentiality, the Chit Shakti. The expression of this Chit Shakti is Ananda. Therefore, Ananda deva kalvimani bhutani jayante anandena jatani jivanti. Now this Ananda is further expanded because of the upadhis. And two upadhis. In one upadhi, the truth is expressing only as existence, in other, existence plus knowledge, jada chetan. And in that jada there is no samsara. For the chetana there is the samsara. Then this chetana expresses as mind. Mind expresses as the sense organs. Sense organs express as the worldly objects. See? So we draw like this telescopic antenna. You open it in a particular sequence. Not like a wire, you can bundle it. You have to go back in the opposite sequence. So, objects are dropped, come to the sense organs. Sense organs are dropped, come to the mind. Mind is dropped, come to the intellect. Drop the intellect, come to the chetana. Drop the chetana, you are Chaitanya. How to drop the chetana? Transcend the fear of death. Freedom from death is this. Now the concluding mantra, Nachiketamupakyanam Mrityu Proktam Sanatanam Uktva Shrutva Cha Medhavi Brahmaloke Mahiyate. Now this topic of Nachiket and the talk between Nachiket and the death is Sanatam. It is eternal. It is not new. It is not created. It is for every one of us. Each one of us is a Nachiket. Don't say that. I don't want to go to the death. You will have to go. Go happily, you are Nachiket. And go miserably, you are Chiket. Chikto. Nachiket means the one who is without any house in Nachiket. So, idam Nachiketa upakyanam mrityu proktam sanatanam. It is an eternal principle told through this Nachiket story. And uktva shrutva cha medhavi. A wise person, sincere seeker, either talking on this or listening to this, Brahmaloke Mahiyate, he is one with the divine. That is the glory of this Upanishad. Come to discover and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.